Morning. 2 years ago I did a road trip to the Elan Valley in a Saab 9.5 Aero. Always wanted to replicate that trip. That was on the 22nd of September 2022. It's now the 11th of September 2024. I have a Saab 9.5 Aero. It's a manual, it's a hot version, and it's been remapped. Let's go do the same trip again and see if we have more fun in the manual car and see how much fuel it uses. And maybe find some lunch, maybe cake, maybe coffee. It's a road trip with Geoff Buys Cars. Well then, this car is a little bit different to the one I did the last road trip in. This is a 258,000 mile high mile hero, but it's mostly one owner from new. And I even got an email last night from the chap that used to own it. I'm not going to talk too much about the car and its history. We'll do that in another video. For now, let's just go and enjoy a road trip, like the old days when the world was free and the road was open and we were able to do what we want. Let's do it now before it gets taken away from us. Right, cue the music. So it's about a 2-hour run from Worcestershire to the Elan Valley. When we get there, we should be able to see what the water level is doing. Hopefully it's cascading over the dam. It's been very wet the last few days, but we shall see. It's a very beautiful part of the world. And I'm not going to do the visitor centre or anything like that. You can see that on my previous video. The link is in the comments from 2 years ago when I was slightly thinner, perhaps more hopeful. Definitely different human being. But now I woke up this morning, the sky was blue, and I thought, you know what, it's time for a road trip. So let's go see what this Saab can do. And the thing is with the Saab 9.5 Aero, it's not about the acceleration from zero, it's the way it pulls at the higher speeds. That's what I'm hoping to experience on this road trip. Third and fourth gear are an absolute delight. If you haven't had one of these Saab 9.5 Aero Hots, then I can highly recommend that at some point you go and get one. As I said, the last time I did this trip it was in an automatic. This is a manual, so there's much more fun to be had, much more fun. But first we've got to get further into Wales, and of course in Wales we are contending with 20-mile-an-hour speed limits and a government that hates everyone but especially motorists, so we've got all of that to deal with on the way into Wales. But hopefully we'll find some scenery, some coffee, and possibly some cake, which again isn't going to be at the Elan Valley Visitor Centre, because last time I got cake there it was rubbish. Right, let's find a bigger road and then we can do some acceleration. Right, so the first bit we've got to do, we've left from North Worcester because that's where I was this morning after I dropped the kids to school. We are on the main road that goes towards Bromyard, and the quality of this road is absolutely shocking. This is a main road. This isn't some like little backwater. This is an essential highway in this side of Worcestershire, and the surface of this road is so bad that it's actually dangerous to drive a car quickly when there's other cars around. This bit's all right, but honestly it gets completely shocking as you approach Bromyard. I don't know why they haven't done anything about it. And it's interesting that 2 years ago I was talking in my video about just how bad the quality of some of the roads are and how there's no point having, say, an exotic supercar because of the state of the roads. And here we are 2 years on. Has it got any better? No, it absolutely hasn't. Has it got worse? Well, yes, obviously.
A lot of moaning about the roads and cameras later.
So where this car is the most fun is in the top end of third gear. Oh, a red kite. That is a sign that you're getting deeper into Wales. Oh, there's a straight bit, look, right. So it's at the high end of the rev band, like I said. So if I go second, right, at 30 mile an hour, here we go. And then it picks up at 40, 50. But when you change it to third, 60 miles an hour. It's the way it pulls. It's just the way it pulls from 60 mile an hour onwards. And then fourth gear, oh, it's just so nice because it's not too much. That's the thing, it's really not too much. So 2 years ago, I was doing this trip 2 weeks later than I am now, and it was a lot warmer than this. It's very cold today. What temperature is it? Let's clear that error code. 9 degrees. It's only 9 degrees. 9 degrees. Wow, I'm staggered. It's 9 degrees, and also the water levels are very low. If you look ahead, if I just swing around this corner a little bit, you can see the edges of the reservoir? The water should be somewhere up there. It's barely a trickle right down in the bottom. Very interesting. I thought the reservoir would be much higher than this, but we'll see when we get to the main reservoirs further on. But there is not a lot of water around. Yes, if you watched the previous video that I filmed 2 years ago, I ended up in Aberystwyth and I jumped in the sea. 9 degrees. I'm just not sure I'd do that today. So, global warming. It ain't warming, is it? Right, we'll get out a little bit whilst the rain stopped. Absolutely hammering down. There's a couple of motorbikelists behind me trying to manoeuvre. I just want to show you, this is one of the main dams where normally water is overflowing. Looks very beautiful, but look at it right now. There's no water in there. Wow, I can't believe how low the water is, but I also can't believe just how cold it is. What have we got now? The sun's come out a bit. Let's see what the car thinks the temp is now. 8. I thought it would have gone up. It's gone down. It's 8 degrees. It's only the 11th of September. It shouldn't be this cold. It's quite for everyone I'm seeing is in walking boots, thick coats and cagoules. I've come out here in my shorts and my flip-flops. I had no idea it was going to be this cold today. It took me by surprise. Where's all the water? It must all be in the sky, because there is only a fixed amount of water on the planet. That doesn't change or grow or shrink. Yeah, it freezes and it evaporates. But where's it all gone? And it would make sense that it's in the sky, because we have these weird constant whiteouts where we've got cloud, and cloud is water vapor, right? Real scientists in the comments are like, Geoff, what are you on about? I'm just trying to ask where the water's gone. It's like, where's all the money gone when you talk about the government? Where did all the money go? We can see that it's not being spent on public services. We can see that it's not being spent on making our lives better. So where's the money gone? Every time the council sends you an invoice for your council tax with a breakdown of what the what it's for, you should reply with a statement as to how much of the services that you've paid for you've actually used this year. But like, yeah, well, I phoned the GP, couldn't get an appointment, and then I spent 4 hours on the phone across various days desperately trying to get an appointment. Dentist, yeah, that didn't happen, so I went private anyway when my tooth broke. Couldn't get a NHS dentist, so I paid thousands of pounds privately to have my tooth repaired. We haven't used the fire service this year, we haven't used the police this year, and the roads have only deteriorated. So, dear council, I've calculated that I owe you £35 for the whole year. Here's the money. Signed, Geoff. Please can you reimburse me for all the rest, because I haven't used it. Yeah. Dear Geoff, it's the council. Do you realise how much it costs to house these people in hotels? Don't say it! Don't say it! Tell you what, because I didn't do it last time, what I'll do is I'll go up through the bridge and we'll have a look through there. Do that. refreshing. Temperature check. On my feet are about 0. For the car itself, oh, 11. We're up a bit. 11 degrees Celsius. If you're watching from America, that's the kind of temperature where you move state. And that concludes the Elan Valley part of this road trip. I'm not quite sure this video had any point to it. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too.